Behold, Super Mario Land as you've never seen it before!
In a glorious technicolor of green.
And with sprites that you've never seen in the original Game Boy version.
Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
This is different than what I remember.
Whoa.
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Super Mario Land for the Game Boy, using a ROM hack that was designed by one Arnie Nicholas Jansen of ROMhacking.net.
It looks like they upped it from 8-bit to 16-bit.
Yeah.
No, it's still 8-bit, they just put a lot more detail into it, which honestly makes it a lot more pleasing to the eyes. So, for those that are wondering, why are we doing this game again? Well, it's mostly because it's kind of hard for me to look back on our very original Super Mario Land commentary,
It was cluttered.
And that was kind of us back when we were still amateurs. So I figured maybe with our fresher experience on the subject, and with how much props can be given to the dame that was introduced in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot it was Orpheus.
Because now she's in Smash Brothers.
That is true. The princess that we are here to save has finally gained her some recognition. Because gosh dang it, if Miyamoto doesn't care about her, Sakurai's gonna try and do something.
At last, she's getting some recognition.
Much needed recognition, and well, hey, if that doesn't immediately do it for you, there's also the Boogeyman's own comic, there's Three Little Princesses Part 2, which pretty much fully focuses on her.
And it looks like it's bringing back the classic. It's gonna be interesting. And okay, come on.
Back in her heyday. So, that all aside, let's all pretend we've actually never done this as a commentary before. So, this is Super Mario Land for the Game Boy, released back in 1989. And I believe it was one of 2 or 3 launch titles for the Game Boy, the other being Tetris. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, it's definitely gained a bit of a cult following. I mean, just the fact that it brought us the one, the only, Hi, I'm Daisy!
The original.
It should speak miles. And of course, this is a different kind of Mario Land. It's not the one we've all grown up with since the NES. It's far more weird.
Well, they definitely changed a lot of things. Like, again, they have Super Balls. They have a lot of new... the whole, I guess, quick lore is that they explained a lot of this and that we're in a whole new kingdom. Like, we're not in the Mushroom Kingdom anymore.
Nope, this is Sarasa Land. Home to, again, Princess Daisy, who, in, the only time I can think of that's ever happened to her, she has been kidnapped by an evil alien named Tatanga. Who, to this day, Nintendo still doesn't fucking remember.
Except for the Land series, because he appeared in Land 2 as well.
Did
he was in Land 2.
Yep.
He was,
that's right.
He was one of the...
I was gonna say, that's right, he was one of the bosses, or sub-bosses.
He was the boss of the Moon Zone, yeah.
Okay.
What? Fine. Have it your way, Gate.
Take that, Wall. So, Hype, what's your experience like with the Mario Lands?
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Aw, no. You know
But in all seriousness, I do remember actually borrowing this game from a friend of mine, actually quite a few years ago. I think it was back when I was still in middle school, and I remember playing and beating it in my one go. I definitely remember it being weird compared to a bunch of Mario games, with Tatanga and whatnot. And as far as the influences after it, obviously Daisy went and became somewhat of a mainstay, and I'm perfectly fine with her. I do think that there's some what am I trying to say? Some versions of her I'm fine with, others I'm indifferent towards, but for the most part, I have nothing against her as existing.
Okay.
To some extent, I would only say I think I kind of wish they gave her a bit more significance than just being that one random Mario princess that only appears for sports events.
Yeah.
And
yet
parties.
It's still more than what Luigi gets.
Well, yeah. Even if that's not really saying much, because honestly,
Hey,
we stop and think about it. If it weren't for this game, that's all Daisy is too.
I was gonna say, that's the thing.
Also, hey there, Nubis.
I was
Bye,
gonna
Nubis.
say, at least Waluigi gets fan games about him. I can't think of any fan game with Daisy in it right now.
Me neither.
Oh, real quick. First off, gotta wait for the timer to go down.
Time for us to rescue Daisy!
Oh yeah, we push the buzzer, and through the gate we find...
Daisy!
Policies!
Your kingdom is a cuckoo bananas!
It actually looks more like her modern design.
Thank you, Mario.
Oh, Daisy Day. Ah!
I'm so mad!
What the heck?
See, I was worried. See, when it
Why
says...
did they leave her classic design? That's not fair!
Anyway, see, when it says, oh, Daisy, I always thought that was her being like, oh, Daisy, and then just poofs into a bug. I didn't know that was Mario.
Oh, Daisy, damn it.
I just thought of this, Brawl in the Family.
That's what I was
Daisy,
doing earlier.
What the heck? What the heck? Oh, Daisy, your kingdom is just a cuckoo banana. What the heck?
What was that?
I'm guessing I somehow muted myself when I said that.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. No, I didn't hear it. I'm sorry, Steve.
Sorry. I hear you now, but I guess it was just, I don't know.
Yeah, but it was a Brawl in the Family comic dub, which I voiced in, and the person voicing Mario, I love how he's like, what the heck?
I have no idea. So, actually, if there's one thing I will say regarding, like, Daisy's appearance in Smash Brothers, why doesn't she have her classic colors?
Yeah, you think that would have been a palette or something.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
honestly, when it comes to Smash 4, I appreciate that there's some characters that do get their just desserts, but then there's others that get completely left hung to dry and with the most boring fucking color palettes. Like, Daisy doesn't have her classic colors.
Well,
Richter Belmont doesn't have a Symphony of the Night attire, which honestly made me very sad.
That's almost like where he came
I
from.
was gonna say, to be fair, neither
And they
did...
got rid of Mario's Fire Flower colors. Why?
They did? Are you serious?
Yeah, they did. He doesn't have them anymore.
Rats.
Oh, man.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention, Muda Kingdom is my favorite song from this game.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Muda Kingdom. This one's
I always
pretty,
think
this
of
one's pretty
Smooth
fun.
Groove's cover of it.
Mario Land's soundtrack in general is just very nice on the ears.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we should probably go back to that juicy little bit of
Yeah,
lore
go for
building. So Rassel Land is actually comprised of 4 lands. We've already went through the Birabuto Kingdom back in the first world. This is the Muda Kingdom. Then following that is the Eastern Kingdom, which is pretty much home to all the Moai heads. Or the Easter Island heads that just want to kill the living frick out of Mario. And then you finally got the Chai Kingdom, which, well, it's good. It's ye old China.
Yeah, with complete with those hopping vampire ghosts, I think.
Yep, the Zhangshis, I believe they're called.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of things that are in Smash, why does this little prick that pops at the pipe get his own spot?
Yeah, that happened, and honestly, I mean, it's okay. I'm...
Guys, we're not allowed to be mad at his inclusion. We need to embrace it and think anyone that's upset about it's a moron.
The only thing that I'm kind of surprised by, or I should say confused by, is that it feels sort of redundant in that, like, they kind of, like, proved themselves wrong, because, like, I watch it and all I see is I'm thinking to myself, why didn't they just make Petey Piranha the character?
Because he's too
Yeah.
big.
The big character who's been there, and Petey Piranha is the Piranha Plant's final Smash, yes, but it's just like they really like they created a problem.
And
they
honestly,
answered their
even
own
then, it's not
problem,
even
but they
anything
aren't gonna do
special.
it.
It's just ripping them all from Brawl and doing the same thing he did in Brawl. Like, even with the 2 cages.
Right,
Well,
the
that's
boss
kind of what they
battle.
did with Bowser anyway. But I mean, I joke about that. Honestly, I actually don't mind Petey Piranha being a fighter at all. I mean, honestly, just this is how far the spectrum can go as far as who can be in Smash now. And honestly, it just makes me wonder what they could do next. Like, will we finally get our fabled inclusion of Waddle Dee?
But that's all. That's what I'm saying.
Meanwhile,
Is that,
people are still so freaking upset over Shantae. I mean, Shantae makes an appearance in the game. I think, what was it,
she's
as
a
a sticker?
spirit.
Yeah,
Spirit.
That's
it is
Spirit.
a spirit.
Oh.
Which are basically
Oh.
the game's replacement for trophies.
Yeah.
My only thing about the spirits is that I hope they still have those witty descriptions for all the characters. Otherwise,
I don't see why they
that will
wouldn't.
be a pretty lousy replacement for trophies.
But yeah,
Right, it
my
was
point
kinda
was people are
funny
still going to
scenes.
be upset that Shantae's not a fighter.
Well,
Yes,
who knows?
like
There's. Oh yeah, by the way, what's this band? Mario. Oh yeah, we forgot. I know this is a bit of a jump, but I just almost forgot that. Yeah, there's 2 levels in this game where Mario gets to ride a lovely little mech.
How long would you say this game is?
Oh,
Not
it's
long at
incredibly
all.
short. It's very short. Like, honestly, this entire part should speak volumes because this is the entire game.
I
Oh.
got stuck on this boss so many times.
Yeah.
Because no matter how many times I'd shoot him, he just wouldn't die.
But I was able to get him alright. It's the third boss I hate.
Well, in the case you're having any trouble with the boss, just ring the buzzer and they'll go away.
Yeah.
If you can even get past them.
Hey,
Alright,
Daisy,
Daisy.
again.
Now,
So I know she doesn't have her classic design.
And she suddenly yells at Mario because he forgot to close the gate, letting all the water in. Oh wait, I can actually breathe this stuff. See you later, fatso.
You really don't like her modern design, hun?
No, it's not that. It's just even though if it's a ROM hack, it's just I feel like it's kind of disrespectful to her to keep her classic design out of it. I mean, it barely showed it in the original.
To be fair though, Seeley, the original sprite for Daisy was really freaking simplistic.
I know, that's why not edit it to look more like her classic design?
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried. It just didn't work as well as they'd hope.
We didn't really get a modernized. Honestly, I don't think we ever really got a modernized appearance. Hang on, I was say, I don't think we've ever really gotten a modernized version of her classic appearance until Boogeyman's comic.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
Anyway,
again,
and this ROM hack came out before that.
Oh, go ahead,
I was about to say, the only explanation I could think of as to why they didn't use the classic Daisy design is that I get the feeling that, like, given how small these sprites are, they probably couldn't find a way to do it without people mistaking it for Peach.
Well, doesn't mean much considering she was kind of seen as a Peach clone back in the day.
That it was.
Hey, I made my own sprite of Daisy, and I made it look good.
Hello, how you doing? I gotta get going. I'm late for my date.
Oof. So what's this kingdom?
This I believe is the Eastern Kingdom, home of the deadly Moai heads.
I'll show you guys the sprite I made after.
And I thought they were bad and gradius.
Tell me about it. Ow! Oops!
Whoopsies.
Our first life lost.
The ones in the background.
Took me till halfway through the game for me to lose a life.
The ones in the background look like robots.
Those are just more. They're just Easter Island heads.
Boy.
I mean, that's the cool thing about this little ROM hack. Despite the fact the original game was so simplistic in detail, the guy was able to or gal, whoever was able to mod this, was able to actually get so much out of it.
That's good. Oh,
Ah! Ho, ho, ho.
For a sec, I looked away for a second. I thought the video froze on me, and
no,
scared
it
me.
was just we died.
Yeah, those things come on screen a little too fast.
So how much of this game have you played, Seeley?
I eventually beat it after struggling, I think. But I struggled a lot with it.
Well, at the very least, again, it's just a good thing it's so
clouds
short.
coming
Like, there's
from?
no...
Well, not clouds, boulders.
I don't know.
Wait,
the Cocoa Pebbles?
what did you say?
The Earth? The Earth. He's
These,
asking where
what
the
we're
boulders
bouncing
came
on.
from. The Earth.
No, they're coming from...
The clouds aren't fans of Cocoa Pebbles.
And they want to trade them in for Reese's Puffs, even though Cocoa Pebbles are clearly better than Reese's Puffs.
I've never had them.
Well, they're
I
probably
resent
better
that.
for you, but not by much.
Reese's Puffs aren't that great, and Reese's Pieces suck. Peanut butter M&M, honestly, and I'm being completely serious here. Peanut butter M&Ms accomplish the goal of tasting like Reese's far more than Reese's Pieces do.
That I'll agree with you there, but Reese's Puffs, I disagree with what you said.
I'll just stick with
Reese's
the
Puffs.
cups.
Nice.
Yeah, the cups are the way to go, but even so, it's kind of sad that for me, that's like the only cereal I really gave a shit about back in the day. Otherwise, I just stick to the hot breakfast.
Now, Apple Jacks are great. Fruit Loops are okay. I
like Apple Jacks and Fruit Loops.
I remember liking
I didn't
Trix.
I like Fruit Loops, but not Apple Jacks.
I liked Trix. I liked Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I heard they're bringing back the old design for Trix, and I'm excited about that.
Nice. Oh, that's right. Because for the
rabbit?
longest time, no. The shapes for a while hype. They actually looked more like
Balls?
Crunch Berries for a while. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the cereal itself? For a minute, I thought you
Yeah.
meant the rabbit.
They didn't have all the weird shapes and stuff that I never knew what the heck they were supposed to be.
But
Also,
I
Lucky
heard they're
Charms
bringing
were always
those back,
okay.
just like how they brought back French Toast Crunch, not cinnamon.
Oop.
Lucky Charms I like, but the issue is that
I
Lucky
like them
Charms
too.
had all. The problem was that Lucky Charms had all of these like gimmicks about their marshmallows that involved milk, and I'm lactose intolerant. And as a kid, I was highly allergic.
Well, I don't think they
to
don't
milk.
do that anymore. Nowadays, they just focus on different marshmallow shapes.
But hype. That was the thing. Like, oh, these marshmallows will turn the milk purple. These.
No, I mean just the
keyhole
shapes
marshmallows
themselves. I think they ditched the whole milk thing like years ago.
No, okay, but the shape. Okay, perfect example.
You're just talking about back then, not now.
There was a keyhole shape hype that would only reveal the keyhole if milk was poured into it. Otherwise, it looked like the little arch. So I couldn't get to enjoy that particular shape because that shape was locked behind Milk DLC.
Milk DLC.
Oh, you mean like that one thing Mario Odyssey did?
Milk DLC, Logan 20.
Did you actually?
Wait.
Actually, honestly, now.
Day one bran muffin.
But what? So what did you try that cereal, James? What did you think of the Mario cereal?
Yeah.
Just another Lucky Charms knockoff.
Alrighty.
Yeah. What about fruit snacks?
Oh, fruits. The Scooby-Doo fruit snacks are always pretty good.
No, I meant
I
the
like
Mario
the
fruit
flavor.
snacks.
I haven't had those in forever.
Never cared.
Never had them yet.
Unless there's an amiibo in every box, I could care less.
Oh, you know what I saw last night?
Nice.
Apparently they're selling in a Walmart a Super Mario gingerbread house kit.
Ooh.
Huh.
Oh god.
Like, is it styled after the castles in the first game?
I think, but let me look it up.
That does sound rather amusing, though. Just the idea of a Mario-themed gingerbread house.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. And like you could decorate a little pipe and like a little castle at the end.
Oh yeah,
I think it would work. I think it would work perfectly if it was a gingerbread castle themed after the castles at the end of Super Mario 1.
It's a castle.
Okay.
Now wait, are you talking about Peach's castle or like one of the castles like at the end of a Mario Brothers level?
It's one of the castles at the end of the level.
Nice.
That would make more sense to me.
Yeah. And I just had the idea of like, it had little.
Okay.
I'll post the link for you guys.
I'll look at it later.
I also had the idea of it
I should have tried to find it at Joanne's because I was there earlier.
Go ahead, Hype.
I just had the idea of like with the gingerbread house, it could have like little figures like with Mario and Luigi and Peach, and then you'd have a Yoshi figure, and the figure itself looks like it's trying to eat the house.
Oh, that would be adorable.
Fries are done. Oh, I hate fries.
I
posted it in the chat, guys.
Okay.
Okay. I'll take a look at that in a quick sec. But anyway, we saved Daisy yet again. Now let's pray that this is the real one, or else I'm gonna go hopping mad right here.
Oh, Daisy!
Oh God, it's a spider! What the hell? Burn it! Burn it down!
And then James just starts doing the hopping mad thing from Mario World if he could, but he can't do that in this game. I don't think.
I wish. To be fair, I don't remember if that's possible in Mario Land. I'm willing to bet not, or if it is, it's probably not as easy to pull off because, well, Game Boy Mario is. Oh.
Here we are.
And we interrupt this program to bring you a very racially insensitive opening for probably one of the better theme tracks and songs in the game.
It's okay if it's Japan.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
what the
okay
heck?
if Japan did it.
That was a Jingshi hype. They're hopping vampire ghost thingies.
You can't kill him with a jump. You gotta kill him with your super balls.
I thought they were ninjas.
Nope, those are haunting vampires.
Oops. To be fair to the hacked credit, it's a little more obvious that they're supposed to be Chinese zombies.
Right.
In the original, they just look like hopping girls.
Ow.
And actually, now that I think about it, like if they just look like hopping girls, it just means Mario's like, am I committing real murder?
He has a whole Samurai Jack like epiphany and has to go on a great quest and like hold himself up, realizing he's
it's just like and like the disformed Mario, that's kind of like the disformed Jack. It's like, we've never killed a human before. Sure, mountains of turtles.
He has this whole inner monologue, and meanwhile Bowser's just like, I only assumed that after some time he would just.
I'm surprised Mario was never accused of murder.
That's the part where Hype would finish my line for me because I don't feel like screaming like Bowser right now.
Well, that depends. What line are you referring to again?
The line, the Big Aku line during his own little inner monologue, like, I only assumed
okay.
that eventually
I just assumed that over time he would just die.
Yeah, that was a good moment. So James, do you have a particular favorite world?
In this game, I mean, it's honestly hard to. it's hard for me to forget the first and second levels.
Just real quick, just going back to Aku real quick, and because I've heard some people make similarities with this with Greg Baldwin's Aku, it's like,
I figured they would just
Dang it!
Careful.
Why do I always flip these things up? I mean, really.
I don't know.
Curse my slippery butterfeet. Now I know how Luigi feels.
Aw. Ow, ow. I got something in my
What's up?
eye.
Oh, and now we died.
And it was
he
just
died from the eye aneurysm.
God. Honestly, I would feel the same way, Mario. I would feel the exact same way. Because, seriously, that shit sucks. Oh, hello. Giant killer tulips. And snakes.
Also, it
This
seems weird that
game
you have,
had-
like, the bullet bill shooters coming out of these pipes.
Yeah, I think this is the only game that does that. Only exclusive to Sarasa Land.
Which we will never see ever, ever, ever again.
This game had a very unique, like, style to it, and I think a lot of people agree that.
Oop.
Wow.
Aw.
And I think a lot of people agree that the sequel's usually better.
And some
It
respects
is.
it is. Yeah.
Although
Actually-
I will also say that I think Nintendo really should get around to, I don't know, maybe give Sarasa Land some new representation.
Yeah, because I was about to say, thinking about it, like, say for the sake of argument, they do actually end up bringing back Sarasa Land as, like, I don't know, like a DLC.
Are you
level
taking
in
editing
Odyssey.
cues from me?
Sort of.
Wait,
No?
Yeah.
Okay,
Why
back
would
to you,
you-
Hype. Anyway,
Why
back
would
to you,
you
Hype.
say
Go ahead.
It,
Go ahead, Hype.
I was gonna say they do end up bringing back Sarasa Land for, like, say, like a DLC place for Odyssey or something like that. How exactly would they change it up to make it, you know, just to be Sarasa Land, but not make it look as generic as it does in this game?
I mean, honestly, I maybe go for like a, well, I would assume something Middle Eastern would make sense.
Or if not that, then I could see. In my head, I could see a really cool like merging idea, like kind of like Banjo Land from Nuts and Bolts, but like having all the 4 regions of Sarasa Land.
So it's like a Chinese desert oasis?
But like the idea is like, you know, again, like kind of like Banjo Land, like it just has like these corners, like you can like the idea is that you would be able to stand at like the top of a peak and look around you and see all the different lands, and oh my gosh, something we're in a plane.
Yep, welcome to the final level of Super Mario Land. We're literally on a goddamn airplane.
And we're shooting Russian birds. They
yeah.
look like birds with those little Russian caps.
I think they're supposed to be aviator caps.
Oh.
That would make more sense. But no, I want to be Russian caps because that's funnier.
I know this is the game that actually. I know that in Odyssey, this is actually where the aviator cap comes from.
Sort of. I mean, actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, it is pretty much from Super Mario Land. They just give you an added aviator costume.
Huh.
Honestly, yeah, I never really did think about that until now. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. But
History.
but yeah, like this and the earlier vehicle that we were using earlier. These are the Sky Pop and Sea Pop, respectively. Again, and this is like the only time the Mario series ever does something like this, to my knowledge, anyway. Like we've never had any Gradius style shoot 'em ups since this. I mean, unless you count that oddball minigame from Mario Party.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I can't think of anything that was, like, straight up Gradius like this.
No,
So
that would eventually be Kirby shtick.
So who here has actually beaten the game of Mario Land?
I have.
I know James
Well,
has as a
I
default
have.
for
This
this.
commentary pretty much proves that point.
And
I think we all have.
Yeah.
So we've all got some history with Super Mario Land.
Um,
And for those wondering, yes, I do plan on doing a redo commentary for Super Mario Land 2 as well, though I'm going to need a little bit of practice with that one, because it has been a while.
Fair enough.
And I know some people in the comments are probably gonna go like, maybe the reason James did a redo commentary of this is because
you're gonna
oh
choose
hello,
my mushroom.
She's thwomps in the pipes.
Oop.
that's different.
What
and
the
here's
You're
our
saying?
here's our boss. But anyway,
cloud?
I know some people in the comments are gonna also say the reason James did the redo commentary because of this. And I'm in my rebuttal is why do you think I haven't done a redo commentary at Luigi's Mansion yet?
Working on it. Oh god, here he is, Tatanga.
Oh.
who doesn't look that much different from the original, but at least his ship looks more detailed.
He looks more detailed when you fight him in Super Mario Land 2.
Oh yeah, well that's because the ship well not only is his
out of
sprite's
the
a lot
ship
bigger,
almost.
but his ship's is a lot smaller.
Right, so you get to see his face a lot more clearly. And all.
Wario only had enough money in his budget to give him like
Oh, boy.
the cheap ship. Oh yeah, spoiler warnings. He was working with Wario this whole time. Anyway, now we shall save our princess. Oh, Daisy, Daisy.
Thank you, Mario.
Oh.
Thank you, Mario.
Not too late. Type's already the voice of him now.
Yeah, I was about to say you're too slow.
Oh, I was trying to do a Jen Taylor impression of Daisy.
That just puts a whole new spin. That just puts a whole new spin on the Luigi
Oh wow,
Daisy ship.
she just has a jet.
I was about to say, has Jen Taylor ever voiced Daisy before?
Yeah,
in
Mario-
earlier
in the early
appearances,
Mario
yeah.
Party games. I think she stopped voicing her after 5.
Oh, wow,
I
we
know
just
she
left
did
the
in
whole-
4.
We left the frickin' HUD behind. The stat screen's just chilling out back there. All right, that's it.
So yeah, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we fly off on our private ship, and good Lord knows what Mario and Daisy are doing behind the glass. But on that note, that's it for our little redo commentary of Mario Land.
And yeah, in terms of lore, and I guess the last lore thing is that yeah, they mentioned that while we were here wasting time saving Daisy, someone else was
Wasting
doing
time
something else.
in quotes.
Someone else was doing something else while we were here and distracted. More on that in the sequel. But I mean, I think for a Game Boy game, especially like a launch title, just showing off what the platform was capable of, and that this was like one of the first big, like I guess you could claim one of the first big breakthroughs in portable gaming. Not a bad entry for it.
Oh yeah, no, not at all. Like, don't take the graphics here into account, because this is all ROM hack. But like taking like the original into account, it was a pretty good start for the Game Boy, along with Tetris, which, let's be fair here, that in itself became a huge ass phenomenon. Just look at where that's gone.
We're gonna deal with that series later. But yeah, we're planning something for that. But yeah, Sealy, hi, what'd you guys think of this whole little adventure?
It's fine.
It went so fast.
It's not a very long. It was like a launch title, but yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be plenty more to talk about in the sequel when they flesh things out a lot more.
Yep, and add in another iconic character from the series that sounds like this.
Oh God.
Oh, that's right. They did Edward, didn't they?
That sequel.
See you all for 6 golden coins, the remake.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, I'm Daisy.